Yeah, and actually you see Millenium there really utilising the power that is Taric down on that bottom lane. Obviously the stun to completely zone out the opponents there, Sadeo and Lycades, who are down at that bottom area. Yeah, we are seeing some pressure up at top, but you know, that fight between Irelia there could be very interesting. Here comes Slayer, and they are going to try and get this kill onto Udyr, who will get himself away. Did get the exhaust onto him, but will escape from all of that. So we'll see Lee Sin go back into his jungle pattern. At the moment, Olaf just done the blue buff, and he's actually going to go home, so we'll probably see some more from him. There's a stun down bottom. Sadeo should get away from this one fairly simply, which he does, but still great pressure early on by Millenium. I really like that.
Yeah, so getting pushed away, and we can see Lee Sin now coming in towards the mid there. Looks had pushed the lane strongly. This is what I said. She will push the lane. I don't think Annie's going to get anywhere near this fight. Oh, I'm missing it. They didn't want to get the stun on there and didn't bother wasting.
Oh, up at top, actually. We've got pressure again onto Udyr. Did use his flash earlier. Ignites on him. He's got his shield on. Is he going to hold off enough? Yeah, it is going to. Wow, and Timson gets away there with round about 50 HP. So just narrowly avoiding taking that first blood. And it's not good that Udyr is having to go back so often.
No, that's very early. We're only 4 minutes into the game. Had to go back already, so he's going to come back and buy. He actually has teleport, so it's going to go straight back in there. Has bought a ward as well as 2 health pots, so he should be fine. But that's used the teleport early, which means when we get to around about the 8-minute mark, I think it will just about be coming up in time for the dragon, possible first dragon. It'll be interesting to see how the dragons they turn out, because the Americans' timing, I've noticed, oh, down in the mid at the moment, Lux has been stunned up. Taric's also going to flash in there, not going to be able to get the stun on Lux though. The stun already wasted. Whether Lee Sin will be able to land it, no he won't, and that's a good flash. But a flash used nevertheless. Flash was used by Taric, but there's a lot of summoner spells being used up here. Meanwhile, Caitlyn's been able to farm quite happily solo down the bottom there, so it's not all lost. And Taric obviously just coming out of the lane isn't going to lose anything. I can see that Brolaf is very low at the moment. Actually isn't the Brolaf skin. Meanwhile, you can see Taric sat there. If Taric actually went to the side, he could do quite a fair bit of damage, but I don't think he'll be able to pin down Olaf enough. Caitlyn now slowly being pushed. They've realised that still solo in the mid there. Lux is again going to get stunned this time. Will come in, will manage to get the stun. Will they finish him off? Manage to get the shatter, the ignite will get him, and Linak gets the first blood in centre there, and Lux goes down. So has also full health, so he's got enough to push the lane. Will he just go straight back and buy? Yes, he will.
Yeah, really nice start there from Millenium. They've been trying for a while, and obviously the stun there from Kuja making a great difference. Down at the bottom, as you mentioned, the alternate have started to push out a little bit. And we may see some pressure going on to Tidus, and he just backs away there. He needs to play it safe at this stage. No point in trying to force his position. But if you look down the CS, which is actually now on the scoreboard at the bottom for us, so we don't need to bring up the other scoreboard, we can see that Vayne hitting 29, Caitlyn 33, so slightly ahead in terms of that one. Up at the top, they're starting to get to you know, a bit more stable of a level, which means that we'll probably not be seeing too much action up there. Again, we're going to see pressure onto Pharrell and Lord in middle though, and not taking too much damage. Alternate still commanding this bottom lane and pushing it back. Lots of pings. The early wards have gone down here, and in the South River as well. So, you know, despite that first blood, Alternate doing a fairly decent job so far, but we've seen Kuja come down, and he actually had the vision ward there, so they're going to be able to clear that one out. Nice early pickup. Up at the top, we're seeing more pressure coming from Udyr. So has been pushed a little bit further onto his turret. We may see some trouble for Linak. In comes Olaf as well. Lee Sin is there. Linak is very, very low, but I think he could get away. Flash from Unso, and there will be the kill. But we did see as well, the Lee Sin did get the kill. Look at the damage burst coming out there from Olaf, and Schleyer surely is going to go down as well. Nicely done from Unso, and the Germans, they lost first blood, but they brought the kills back to 2-2. There goes the stun onto Sadeo, flashes away nicely, and that was another close call. Action all over the place. Great first match so far.
Absolutely stunning stuff. Udyr's been back once again. I don't think Aurelia has been back to buy yet. Yes, he has got a health crystal, so really well played by Olaf. Like I said, it can work or it can really backfire. It worked very well there. He managed to pick up both kills. So 2 for 0. Has got the life scepter already, has got armor, has got boots, and has a load of gold to go and buy something. So Linak not going to be happy with that one. I think he did flash tippers as well, so he's going to have to use that used up as well. Lux is almost certainly going to be always the target here because it's so squishy. In, meanwhile, you can see down the bottom, Caitlyn continuing to keep that lane push. Taric actually was putting down the damage on onto Vayne, actually forcing the issue, and it's just kept Tidus to push that lane, and immediately Tarek headed straight up towards mid to try and take down Lux. At the moment, see, look at that, he's just taunting the tower, and we are seeing both bottom actually taunted back. That's going to be a lot of damage on that tower. I'm amazed that they've both left it so exposed. They could probably strip a good 1,000 hit points off this bottom tower already. Meanwhile, at the top, you can see Aurelia is now porting back, so he's put the pressure down, and yeah, they may aim to take this tower out before they get back. They're not going to quite have the minion stack to do it, but they've took it down to 652 health already.
Yeah, I'm not really sure on that whole decision to go back both at once. I mean, there's no way to control the amount of damage that's going in there as well, but we did see, obviously, Vayne going back, has picked up second Doran's Blade, got Berserker's Greaves in middle. We may see a little bit of pressure once again onto Pharrell. Lee Sin is inside of that bush, but not going to get too much of an opportunity. And actually, Pharrell's coming around here. That's a dangerous position, just dropping a ward. And Pharrell could be in trouble now as we do see the flash in from Linak. Oh, and Tibbers just slightly too late there with the drop. That could have gone very bad for Pharrell. And the usual story. Sorry, guys, I was just putting a ward down.
Yeah, exactly. Meanwhile, Tarek was thinking about having to go down at Vayne down the bottom, and they've actually targeted him up because Brolaf just coming around though, so that ward paying dividends already. Meanwhile, at the top, it looks like Aurelia and Udyr are having a little ding-dong, but really it's going to be a case of, yeah, they just hit each other for ages and really not really do much. So Phage going straight into Soaz there, so going for the health rather than anything, obviously going to build up towards the Trinity, you kind of expect. Meanwhile, in the mid, you can see Brolaf is being...
Oh, down at bottom, they're actually putting a lot of pressure on once again.
Ulti used.
Yeah, ulti was used. Unser is actually starting to move in. This could be dangerous. There's still 3 there. And actually they put Clairvoyance in, so they know exactly where Olaf is. Stun actually not quite connecting as it should have. And there we go. We'll see Annie moving down as well. The ward is there, so Alternate knew that Annie was moving into that position. I'm not sure if they know that Lee Sin is still there. Lycades has to be very careful because he'll be taken down very quickly if Lee Sin gets in there. There goes the heal. He's gone back onto the turret. Things should start to settle down now once again. If Lee Sin backs away, which he seems to go away and then come back again.
Linak being caught by Pharrell actually using the ulti as well, knocking Linak down, so low health at the moment, having to back away into the tower. May even need to completely back away, which means it's going to free Lux up. Lux is actually going to pause and go by, so what's she got already? It's going to go get some sort of AP item, I guess. Maybe even go for boots, yeah. Oh, actually, wow!
Down at bottom again, massive pressure.
Gone for a Mickey Soul Stealer there, Lux has, so feeling confident, feeling like they're going to get some kill stacks. I'm not too sure about that in a pro game.
It's an interesting for their 0-2-2 Lux to go for Soul Stealer, actually.
Yeah, that's a bit of a strange choice. Soaz is going to continue, and they're going to continue doing a lot of fighting at the top there. It's going to take somebody to come in, maybe an Udyr who can see Olaf is coming heading in. Maybe it's going to try and put a bit of damage down them, but I think between them, I don't think neither of them could actually get a kill unless someone really makes a strong mistake. Bottom lane has been left, so Caitlyn's going to come back. Caitlyn going back to buy a BF sword as well as got those boots, so and a fortitude potion actually in there as well. So, but you can see Olaf has actually ninja'd himself in towards the top bush, so maybe going to have a possible go onto Soaz. Meanwhile, Lee Sin is looking towards Lux in the mid there. There we go, Soaz now. Has Olaf come out? Udyr also gets the stun in, but Soaz, I think he's going to walk away from this one quite happily. Does turn around, manages to get a little bit of life